Good morning, friends. How do you do? Miss Bethany has a story to share. It's new. Let's sit real still and take a breath or two. Let's click our ears on. Click, click, and catch a bubble too. Let's begin. Miss Bethany has a Bible story for us. This is the story of a baby in a basket. Many years passed, and a new Pharaoh ruled over Egypt. He did not know about the good things Joseph had done, but now there were many people in Jacob's family. They were called Israelites. Pharaoh did not like the Israelites. He made them work hard. One day, Pharaoh decided to get rid of all the Israelite baby boys. Is that good? No, that's not good. A woman named Jochebed had a baby boy. She wanted to save him, so she gently laid her baby inside a basket and placed him in the river. The baby started to cry. Pharaoh's daughter saw the basket and opened it. She gently picked up the baby and hugged him. "I want to keep you," the princess whispered. She named him Moses because she pulled him out of the water. Miriam, the baby's big sister, had been watching nearby. She said to the princess, "I know a woman who can help you take care of the baby." So Miriam ran to get her mother. Jochebed was so happy. When Moses was a young boy, Jochebed returned him to the princess. He grew up in the palace. When Moses was a man, he left the palace. Pharaoh was still being mean to the Israelites, and Moses tried to protect them. So Pharaoh tried to kill Moses. Moses escaped from Egypt. He went to a place called Midian and became a shepherd, taking care of sheep. One day, while Moses was watching his sheep, he saw something strange. A bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. From inside the bush, God spoke, "Moses, bring my people out of Egypt. Take them to a new land that I will show you. This new land is called Canaan." Moses was worried that Pharaoh would not listen. God told Moses to throw his staff on the ground. When he did, the staff became a snake. God told Moses to reach down and grab the snake. It became a staff again. God said, "I will use signs like this to show Pharaoh I have sent you." "But I cannot speak very well," complained Moses. God said, "Do not worry. Your brother Aaron is a good speaker. I will send him with you." So Moses returned to Egypt with Aaron. When they arrived, Moses told the Israelites what God had said. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh's palace. They said, "You must let the Israelites go free. If you do not, God will punish you." Pharaoh said, "No, I do not know your God." Then he made the Israelites work even harder. That's not good. God was not pleased, so he changed the main river to blood. Pharaoh did not care. "I will never let the Israelites go," he said. Then God sent frogs to Egypt. They were sitting in chairs, hopping upstairs, and jumping all over the beds. Pharaoh said, "Take the frogs away, and I will let your people go." So God took the frogs away. But Pharaoh changed his mind and said no. God sent more plagues on Egypt. First there were pesky gnats. Then came a frenzy of flies. Next, all the animals got sick. Then the Egyptian skin broke out in sores. Damaging hailstorms came, and then swarms of locusts ate the crops. Then darkness covered everything. Sometimes Pharaoh said he would let the people go. But after God took away each plague, Pharaoh changed his mind and said no. Moses had one last message from God for Pharaoh. If you do not let my people go, the firstborn son in each Egyptian family will perish. Pharaoh refused to listen, so God kept his promise. Pharaoh finally said, "Go now." Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. During the day, God went ahead of them in a pillar of cloud. During the night, God went ahead of them in a pillar of fire. God led the Israelites to the edge of the Red Sea. Pharaoh and his army were close behind. The Israelites did not know what to do. They screamed, "We are trapped! What have you done to us, Moses?" Moses said, "Do not be afraid. God will protect us." God's cloud came between the Israelites and Pharaoh's army. They could not see anything. God told Moses, "Raise your staff over the sea." Then the Lord pushed back the sea to make a path. Moses and the Israelites followed the path through the sea and to the other side. But Pharaoh's army followed close behind. Moses raised his staff again, and the sea swept away Pharaoh and his army. Moses and all the Israelites sang praises to God. They were free. They weren't slaves anymore. The Israelites traveled for many days. They were tired and hungry. They complained to Moses, "There is nothing to eat in the desert. At least we had food in Egypt. Now we are starving." Is that having a good attitude? No, that's complaining and grumbling. We're supposed to do all things without grumbling. But God heard them. That evening, God sent birds called quail for the Israelites to eat. The next morning, God sent bread from heaven. It was called manna and tasted like honey. The Israelites found the manna on the ground, but they complained again, "We are thirsty." Moses asked God what to do. God said, "Hit the rock with your staff." When Moses hit it, cool, fresh water gushed out for everyone to drink. While they were in the desert, the Israelites would not go hungry or thirsty again. The 10 Commandments. God led the Israelites to a mountain. Thunder roared and lightning flashed. The people heard a loud trumpet blast. Then God called Moses to the top of the mountain and said, "I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt." God wrote the 10 Commandments on 2 stone tablets for all his people to obey. The Israelites needed a place to worship, and God showed them exactly how to build a special tent It was called a tabernacle. God placed a cloud over the tent. Whenever the cloud moved, the Israelites packed up and followed it. All right. That's the end of our story of Moses. Wasn't that great? So many things happened. A baby in a basket, a burning bush that didn't burn up, plagues on Egypt, and talking with Pharaoh, saying, "Let my people go." And Pharaoh kept saying no. And 10 plagues. And then when he did let his people go, they got trapped against the Red Sea, and God parted the waters for them. And then when they were wandering in the desert and they were complaining, God heard them and he fed them and gave them water. And then God gave us the 10 Commandments. Moses had many great things happen during his lifetime. Many great things. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching me read. I love you guys. I love you greatly. Mwah.